Alright, hey everybody, hope y'all are doing good. I'm going to go ahead and start this video for today. I'm going to work on the same thing I was working on the other day, putting those cookies onto the spindle. So far, I mean, I broke that one, but I'm feeling good about it. I'm going to continue with the same process, so I'm probably just going to do a time-lapse video of all of that and then show you the fitting once I've got them down to suck. So I'll see you in a little bit. So, y'all saw that I drilled the holes out of the cookies to act as the rope barriers. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the spindle and make sure that I'm not competing with any sides of the actual base, so that I can mark and drill my holes for the wedges. Or sorry, not the wedges, the pegs. So I'm just looking for evenness. I don't want to compete with these two holes here. I want them to have enough room to spin around and not hit these logs. So it's looking like I'll probably drill around here and here, which looks about good. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to just go ahead and mark it up. It doesn't matter the orientation in which you actually drill the pegs at this moment. Like, it won't matter, because all it's doing is it's keeping the cookies from sliding off and interfering with the logs. And so that's all we're trying to keep it from doing. So let's see. Like one about here and one about here. And I'm just doing this by eye. And these are going to be in there. Like, they're going to stay in there. And I'm probably going to round over the edges so that when it does, if it does might come into contact with these logs, it's not going to really bother the spinning. So I'm going to go and get my bracing bit, and I'm going to go ahead and drill those holes. So here I've got my 1 inch bit, which is, it's a nice even size for the, it's just a good size. It's a good size to just rule by for the pegs. So I'm just lining it up on that mark I made. Again, the orientation doesn't really matter. And trying to drill as straight a hole as possible. As you may be able to tell, it is much easier to drill cross grain instead of end grain. I'm checking for the pinpoint on the end of the drill bit so that I can flip it over. So there it is. I'm through there. So what I do now is flip it over, go back to that pinpoint hole that just drilled through, and go back the other way. Maybe. Just to prevent tear out. That's why I do it. Clean it out because we're going to be driving a wedge in there. We want it to be fairly even. I'm just going to flip this over for ease so I don't have to get up. Same exact thing on the other side. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I didn't actually get to film the finishing process because my phone overheated and I didn't notice it. So, but anyway, I drilled 2 holes on either side. I'm sure y'all can see those, hopefully. And so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna make the pegs to fit in there. And then once the pegs are made, I can put the cookies on, and then I'll put the pegs in, and then I can wind the rope back up. Alright, I just took y'all over to a little pile of sticks and throwaway wood that had bugs in it and whatnot. And so I found an old branch that I put over here that I think will do nicely for the pegs. And I only need 2, right? So that's going to be pretty easy. And then I'm going to size them up on my chopping mound. So I'm just going to cut these off really quick. I think this is water oak, so that will do really nicely. Made the first peg, and it went quite smoothly, which is nice. That's always a plus. And I went ahead and drove it home on the larger side of the spindle. Because I already, the cookies are going to go on the thin side very easily. So if they're going to end up sliding down this thin side all the way to this peg, then I'll put the second one on, and then I'll drive the next peg home right here, which is going to lock those cookies in, and then I can wind the rope back up. So I'm going to get to that. Okay, So there's both cookies on. They fit just fine, and that peg is holding them really great. So now it's time to put the second one in, which right here actually. So, and you already saw me do that. Shape the other one up. So I'm gonna go ahead and drive that one in. That looks about good to me. Just like that. Just enough to catch it on both sides. Slide that on over, and there you go. You just made a car. But that looks good. That's what I want it to look like. And now I can put the rope on. I'm going to put it back on the base, and then I can put the rope on. Okay, so I put the cookies on and the pegs on, as you guys saw, and then my friend and I wound up the rope, and so it's on there now, and it works pretty well, actually. I'm quite happy with it, and tomorrow I'll probably put the block and tackle on, or I might do it a little later. I don't know yet, but so far it's looking good. Well, thank you guys for watching my video. I'm gonna leave it here. I like how it's turned out. It's looking pretty good so far, and I'm excited to use it. So I appreciate all watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. So thank you.